Good morning. It is a Thursday morning. Sorry if my openings are awkward. I don't really I don't really know how to start these things, but once I get into a subject, I kind of know where I'm going with it. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that's probably I don't think it's controversial necessarily, but it's something that they don't really tell you to do in cosmetology school. And even when you begin assisting, a lot of people don't tell you to do this. Start applying hair color to someone else's head as soon as possible. And here is my reason for that. And I'm not saying that you have a whole boatload of time and a whole boatload of money, but I'm going to let you on a secret. And the secret is they sell hair color in grocery stores, at Target, at Walmart, in convenience stores. They sell hair color at places where you don't need a license to buy the tubes of hair color. You can get it online. And this really benefits people who want to cover their gray hair without going into a salon. And I know that, as well as you know that, because a lot of people want to mitigate and not spend the money to go into a salon and cover their gray hair. So there are hundreds of thousands of people all over the world who cover their own gray hair. And as a cosmetology student, I'm telling you, find one or two, maybe 10 of those people over the course of your time in cosmetology school. Reach out to them and say, hey, I need to practice applying hair color to other people's heads. Would you let me help you cover your gray hair? And I promise you, 9 times out of 10, because people cannot detach their own arms from their body, they are going to gladly take you up on this offer. Now, the reason I'm telling you to start this as soon as possible and don't start until the cosmetology school tells you you can start applying hair color is because it is a service you're providing, and the resentment that you're not getting paid to apply hair color is going to build as the months go by in your cosmetology school program. But if you start soon, like if you mitigate that fear now while you're just in your first few days, first few weeks, first few months, if you really understand that it ain't no big deal, that you just need to really work on the mechanics and the precision of coloring someone's gray hair, you're going to gladly do it for free. As you get on the floor, you can then invite those same people that you have been doing for free into the cosmetology school salon and say, hey, I'm on the floor now. I'm able to work on other people's hair. Maybe you want to come in, pay, and get your hair done so that I can work on, I can give you a head massage, I can shampoo you, I can blow dry your hair. I can give you a professional experience at about the same cost that you're already paying, or a little bit more. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to tell you, it's too much time to come down to the salon. I was really just doing it as a favor to you because I really like you. There's going to be some people that say, yeah, maybe every other time I can find some time to come down and get my hair done to the salon. But as you know, I'm super busy. I can't really do it. There's going to be people who follow you and people who don't follow you. And that's going to take place over the course of your entire career. And all you need to focus on is, once again, keeping the main thing the main thing. The reason I'm telling you this is because my own personal cutting and coloring experience is the first person I assisted under was a master hair colorist. She taught me a lot, but I only worked under her for 3 months because I was mixing, doing head massages, shampooing, blow drying, mixing. And man, could I formulate that hair color. But after a few months, she had me apply hair color to one of her clients. And this was a really busy hairstylist, you guys, who was double booking. And she's just trying to do it all on her own as far as the application process. And sure enough, don't you know, I missed, because of the stress that I felt like I had to like hit it out of the park with this client. And it was a redhead I'll never forget, and she wasn't the most agreeable individual. I missed a huge chunk of her of that root touch up, and it was around her scalp, and I was terrified of putting the hair color too much on her skin because she had fair skin, and it was blaring white on red hair, and she had to come back in, and she had to take away from her work schedule, and it was just this whole dramatic thing. And the hairstylist I worked under had me redo my mistake that I had done, and I was mortified. Anyway, it was a great learning experience. Nonetheless, a few months after working for her, I got an opportunity to work in a much larger salon where I could really learn from more than one stylist at the end of the day. That's why I decided to change my assistant program. But that large salon was pumping people out left and right, because there was about, I don't know, I want to say 25 to 30 hairstylists. And it was just a large salon. So they had a color table, and the assistant started applying color on day one and blow drying hair on day one. And that part of my training taught me that there's so much more to being a hairstylist than what I'm saying that the wrong way. That part of my training taught me that I wish I would have had more opportunity to apply hair color. I wish I would have done it sooner rather than later, because the fluidity that's needed in getting that root touch-up done is actually just such a small part of the scope of an entire, hairstylist expectation of what your clients expect from you. So, long story long, when you're in cosmetology school, pick out those people that maybe it's they're your co-workers if you're working, but maybe they're your parents, or they're going to be older people because they have gray hair. So just ask around and ask people that like if you know people that cover their own gray hair. I'm in cosmetology school, and if you would like, I would like to help do your next root touch-up. And that's all I have for today.